Hello and welcome back to Asia Now. My name is Alex. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. No weekend for me. I'm putting in the work. Actually, I want to thank everybody because we had a wonderful week this week for the channel. A lot of new views and subscribers. Of course, I never reached Vitali numbers, but I'm still very happy. Speaking of which, the Philippines government tells vloggers to respect the law. Immigration nabs overstaying foreigner. An American faces lèse majesté charges in Thailand. What's up with the TikTok deadline coming up soon? And more, beginning with the peso at the USD exchange rate. Right now, we're taking a beating still. $1 equal to 56.8. Looks like we're just free falling at this point. Let's see what happens on Monday. I'm expecting to get even worse by that point. Speaking of Monday, I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow if you guys want to join me at 9 a.m. Philippines time. Here's our main story. The Philippines government reminds vloggers, both local and foreign, to respect Philippines laws and customs when creating content. This comes after Russian-American prank vlogger Vitali was arrested for allegedly harassing Filipinos during a video shoot. Communication Undersecretary Claire Castro emphasized that while tourists are welcome, this does not give them the right to insult locals or disregard the country's laws. Authorities, including the PNP, CIDG, and the Bureau of Immigration, were praised for their swift response. The palace stressed that freedom of expression carries responsibility, and Vitali's Filipino cameraman may also face legal consequences depending on his involvement. Well, I know a lot of people were talking about the cameraman and why does he not get charged. Yeah, that's kind of a tricky thing, right? Because, you could just say it's my job, I'm holding a camera, I'm not responsible for what this guy does, or I'm not sure about the laws, I don't want to assume. But definitely, this Vitali individual was setting a very bad example for any future content creators. People like myself that are out there daily with my camera, trying to do my interviews and all that. It makes me also look bad as well, because somebody might be like, okay, is this guy a normal dude? Or is he going to be one of those foreigners that think he's entitled? So obviously it affects me directly and personally, not just for Asia Now, but for living abroad as well. Leave your comments down below. What do you think of this update coming from the palace, as well as the cameraman being potentially facing charges as well? Another person that's facing charges in a very scary situation, in my opinion, U.S. academic slapped with lèse majesté charges in Thailand. A 58-year-old American lecturer is in hot water after Thai authorities issued a rare lèse majesté arrest warrant against him, sending shockwave through the country's academic and expat communities. The suspect, Paul Chambers, a longtime resident of Thailand and special advisor on international affairs at some university, is facing charges under Thailand's strict royal defamation laws known as Section 112, as well as the Computer Crimes Act. The warrant, issued on Monday, March 31st, stemmed from a complaint filed by the 3rd Army Region over comments Chambers allegedly made during an online lecture last October. The remarks delivered during a question and answer session on military reshuffles were deemed insulting to the monarchy, according to local reports. Chambers is expected to report to the police station, quote, "I think the real story is why would they go through all that effort and then arrest me?" Chambers told Bloomberg in a phone interview. "It's so small and mundane," he said. Despite the looming charges, Chambers said he felt supported by the U.S. Embassy and colleagues at the university. Quote, "It's intimidating," he admitted in an interview with AFP. Chambers, who holds a PhD in political science, has lived in Thailand since '93 and is well known in academic circles for work on civil-military relations in Southeast Asia. Thailand's lèse majesté law carries a penalty of 3 to 15 years in prison for defaming, insulting, or threatening the monarchy. While most of the 278 people charged under this law since 2020 have been Thai nationals, a few foreigners have also faced prosecution. Human rights activist Phil Robertson slammed the move, calling it, quote, "an astonishing and outrageous assault on academic freedom." This ill-advised step will have a serious chilling effect on international researchers and lecturers in Thailand, end quote, he warned. A very serious situation. Anytime you want to do any kind of research about going to Thailand, one of the first things they tell you as an expat, as a foreigner, do not talk about the monarchy, the king, anything like that. Politics is very different from where you come from, perhaps. I don't know where you guys are coming from. My point is, don't talk about another country's politics in a direct, insulting way. And sometimes, what you may deem as it to be okay to express your opinion, the law and the people may not. So this is a very unique situation because this man is a lecturer, he has a PhD, he's been there since '93, and his direct, subject is about the military and the civil, all that stuff. So I find that to be the problematic, or at least the interesting part of this whole thing, because even myself, I gotta watch what I say. I'm in and out of Thailand. Do not kick me out, peoples. But all jokes aside, I don't want to joke about this man's future, but please guys, this is just for you to know. Do not talk about, you can't even step on money, for example. They're very serious. Don't talk about the king, anything like that. Just leave it out of the conversation. It's one of the strictest laws when it comes to lèse majesté laws around the world, and you don't want to be spending any time behind prison in Thailand or any country in Southeast Asia. Next up, let's go back to the Philippines. The Bureau of Immigration apprehended Khasta Rahman, a 42-year-old Pakistani national in Makati City, for overstaying and lacking proper documentation. Acting on a tip from the anonymous complainants, the BI operatives arrested Rahman at a convenience store after he failed to present a passport. The operation, part of ongoing efforts enforcing immigration laws, was led by BI Intelligence Division. Rahman was informed of his rights, processed, and detained at the BI Warden facility. BI officials emphasized their commitment to upholding immigration policies, with Rahman now facing deportation and being blacklisted. Come on, bro. They got you at the convenience store? That's kind of messed up though, right? You couldn't wait. Anyway, so all stereotypes aside, this man looks like a foreigner to me, and just, this is, I don't get some weird racial jokes in my mind, but let me just try to be a neutral perspective over here. Anyhow, guys, I don't know about him not carrying his passport, because I don't carry my passport. My point is, you still got to prove that you have a valid visa one way or another. Don't do that. Just extend your visa unless you're running away from the law. That's why a lot of people don't extend their visa, but you're going to get caught, perhaps. But one more thing, bro. If you're going to break the law in the Philippines, at least try to blend in with the crowd, bro. You can't be rocking that beard or not to blend in with the locals, bro. Come on, you got to shave that off, man. If you're going to be a criminal, you got to, like, at least, you know, do a better job of committing these kind of crimes. Next up, President Donald Trump announced that his administration is very close to securing a deal for TikTok sale, as the app faces U.S. ban, if not sold by the Chinese owners, by this weekend. Yeah, initially Donald Trump extended that deadline of 275 days, and that's coming up this weekend. So unless somebody wants to go ahead and buy it, maybe they can extend it again. I'm not sure about the law there, but yeah, big deal for a lot of people, a lot of content creators. A lot of the younger generation actually make a living through TikTok, so if US bans TikTok, it's going to be a blow for a lot of people for sure. And let's end and finish up with something positive, I believe. Jolibee stays true to their promise of spreading joy and satisfying cravings nationwide as they open their 1,300th milestone store in Abulog, Cagayan. Now, that's great stuff. I know a lot of Filipinos and other people love Jollibee. Not me. Personally, I don't like it at all. I don't like the taste. I don't like the flavors. I don't like anything about Jollibee, but that's just my personal preference. Leave your comments down below. Let me know, what do you think of Jollibee particularly? Yeah, any experiences you have. I don't want to be one of those people that just pretends to like something fake vlog. Yumbo. I don't like it. It's just not to my taste. But doesn't mean that I'm right. There's a lot of people that love it and they grew up with it and they have different palates, especially in the Philippines. A lot of the dishes are like sweet and stuff. So yeah, leave your comments down below regarding Jollibee. And now it's time for a segment Yesterday Today, where I share some of the most popular comments regarding our previous video. Vinny says, I was going to send an iPhone to my wife in the Philippines from the US. It costs 1,400. You can deduct the first 10,000 pesos, then you have to pay 50% of the balance. So I would have had to pay the Philippines over 500 in import tax. Nope. Honey, go buy it at the cell phone store. Yeah, one thing I never understood about people, maybe because they just don't know enough. Don't send anything out here. Like, don't send electronics and all these things. A lot of stuff you can get here. Just send them money if you just have to. Or buy it online and send it to the address that whoever's receiving it from, right? Your wife, your family, yourself even. Where you can send yourself. Anyways, the point is, yeah, don't ship things over. Another major thing is customs. Sometimes they hold that. So you have to pay a customs fee as well. And it's not just the tax itself. You have to clear customs. I had like a suitcase shipped to me from a sponsor, and it was just a headache. So yeah, it's a big mess. Try to just send the money if you absolutely have to. Next up, Arizona Farang says, in regards to tariffs, we already have had tariffs from all of those countries, making it harder for us to sell our products abroad. And even though those products have been cheaper coming from those countries, it would even be 30% cheaper, as that was the tax imposed for decades and no one did anything about it. Plus, many companies will come back home. I guess that's the theory. Let's see if it actually works that way. Nerdicus says, all countries put tariffs on the US. As soon as we match theirs, they are mad or in panic. Once again, I don't think those countries care as much as the consumers do, because they're the ones paying for those tariffs, right? So if China sends you a phone that costs 1,000, you're gonna pay 1,300. China still sends the product, right? Marvin Phillips says, Alex, I believe the U.S. president said tariffs are reciprocal, meaning if China or India is going to tariff U.S. goods to their country, the United States will put an equal tariff on things they send to the USA. If countries don't like it, they can always find another customer. Okay. I just, my brain can't comprehend it, because firstly, I just don't know enough about tariffs. Secondly, I'm looking at it from a consumer's perspective, not really a business. And lastly, I just don't see it working out in reality. A lot of this stuff seems theoretical to me, right? So it's like a store saying, if you don't like it, don't come here. Well, they might go somewhere else and buy stuff from another store. I just hope it all works out. Like, once again, I don't care about the politics side of it. I care about me as an individual and the people around me that are going to suffer from buying products from, because most of the stuff that I buy is made in a different country, right? So, but then again, I don't live in the U.S. I'm mostly concerned about the stock market, not even the stock market, the currency, the exchange rate. I don't even hold the investment. I know a lot of people are on the red right now when it comes to the investments, so this is a lot bigger picture and a lot bigger things to talk about, which I am not qualified to do so. So yeah, that's it for this video. See you guys tomorrow during a live stream at 9 a.m. Philippines time. If you guys just want to come by and shoot the shit with me, usually they're not very serious. We just talk about whatever random things. I love to get to know some of you regular viewers. I'll see you guys then. Bye.